Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Triangle Strategy. Last time I left off, we completed our first battle since I've started playing again. And it was pretty hard, but not too crazy. We were underleveled for it, so...
Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawn Spear emerges victorious once more.
Yep. He kicked our ass pretty quickly.
Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Chapter 3, Part 1, Whither the River Flows. Alright, we got a Part 1 to this chapter. I don't think any of the other ones had parts, did they? Don't remember Chapter 1 enough. But Chapter 2 did not, I believe. Alright, go ahead and lower yourself, Drawbridge. I'm ready to get
our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
Alright.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
Yeah, you really gotta spoil them, these aristocrats.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Wow, you two are just insufferable as they come, huh?
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see.
Man, it'd be really crazy, Thalos, if you just took a tumble off this bridge right now, huh?
Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
Thank you, Avlora. Your battle with Sir Maxwell was pretty hype.
I am glad to hear you say so, General Avlora.
Oh god, Sorsley. You sleep stab bastard.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzante's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Yeah, you were very annoying to defeat, I will say.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
It's a shaky one at best. But yeah, let's toast to it.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Jeez, are you ever not whining about something?
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
I don't think offering anything to the goddess of salt's gonna do much. She's probably angry all the time.
Lord Wolford, I bring a message from King Regna. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept.
Wow, okay, so this is where things are gonna go bad, right? Somebody's gonna get assassinated or some shit? Who am I actually the envoy for? Because I can't be the envoy for both parties, because one's going to Aesfrost and one's going to Hyzante, so... I'm gonna have to pick one of them? Or am I just the envoy for them while we get out of our borders, and then once they're in their borders, they can handle the rest themselves?
But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
Ah.
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Oh no.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
Mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough.
Okay.
Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
Well, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah, this is gonna require some thought. I think I have a good idea of who I want to choose, but we'll see.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Okay. The scales of conviction coming up again. We haven't given any of those tokens away yet, have we? When do those come into play? Tavern is now available at the encampment. Sundry shop. Okay, well I need both of those things because, God, I need some more healing items after that last battle. I get my ass absolutely kicked. You. Where's the barkeep? Well, no, this is the barkeep. Oh, there's the Lord Serenoa. Welcome to the Encampment Tavern. Wolford's soldiers will have a place to relax so long as I'm around, and I plan on sticking with you till the end. Perhaps you ought to consider dropping in for a drink and chat every so often too, my lord. You can engage in mental mock battles at the tavern. Each battle is different, so choose the one that best suits your aims. Okay, proficiency in melee combat will prove key to victory. Cut your teeth in this small arena before moving on to more advanced trials. Do I actually keep the XP from this? Wow, we actually do get rewards for this too. Okay, so we got little training battles we can do. That's neat. Probably a good way to train if you feel like you're under-leveled or something for a battle, because it seems like this isn't like Final Fantasy Tactics where you can just walk around on the, world map and run into random battles to level up. So this is probably for that. I'll try not to grind them if I can, because I don't want to. But I will do all of them at least once, especially since it seems like they have some rewards here. But, we'll wait a second. Welcome, my lord. Your weapons need attention of my hammer? No. Sorry, I got confused. I thought... You're the Sundry Shop? Welcome to the Sundry Shop. Exchange your kudos for special wares here. House Wolford's always treated me well. If there aught I can do to repay your kindness, you need only ask. You'll be able to promote unit classes here too. If you're aligned, I'll let you know when one of your comrades is ready. Promote unit classes, cool. The Sundry Shop, you can exchange kudos for items and promote your allies. Cool. Promote class. Okay, so yeah, right now we're just recruits. Interesting. Okay, trade post. We'll deal with that when it comes to it. I'm not going to look into it too much now because I can't do it yet. Trade post operates not on coin, but kudos. These kudos can be exchanged for all sorts of items, including quietuses and metals. Quietuses are commands executed immediately in battle and differ from abilities in 3 ways. They do not consume a turn. They consume QP, not TP, and each quietus may only be used once per battle. So they're like special abilities that I can do in battle. They don't even consume a turn. It's like the Magatsui gauge in Shin Megami Tensei, except we can only use them once a battle, and we don't have to build up a meter for it seems. Metals are used to promote a unit's class. They come in limited quantities, and new metals will be added as the story progresses. Okay, so similar to Fire Emblem in that regard. Okay. Increases max quietude point slots by 1, activates the moment you trade for it. Well, I don't have any. Oh, okay, so yeah, these are what I want. Move an ally's turn to directly after your own. So an ally's HP by 50%, heal their status ailments, and restore their lowered stats to normal. Oh my god. Grant the currently acting unit a guaranteed critical hit. Okay. Well, I definitely want these 3 things, mostly because they're cheap and they give me lore, so... Added Secret Tactics, Scroll of Heaven to notes. Uh-huh. So, I'll get all of this information here, and once I get enough kudos to get one of these, I will get one. Until next time. Okay, so let's go into the menu and check this new lore that we got out. Information, right? So... No, this is not the right one. Notes. Yeah, this one. Alright, Secret Tactics Scroll of Heaven. Cavalry and Hawk Riders are known for their superior mobility. This grants them the ability to move freely across the battlefield, although venturing too far from their allies leaves them without support and puts them at risk of a concentrated enemy attack. They should therefore stay close to the main force and utilize their mobility to either flank or get behind enemies who draw near, or use their mobility to like hit them and then run away. While acting alone can be dangerous, a team of 3 or more cavalry units or Hawk Riders can prove quite advantageous in battle. They can provide much needed support to each other and actively intercept enemy troops or assail soldiers lurking in the distance. Doing so would separate them from allies with healing magic, so taking recovery pellets would be a must. Alone cavalry units and Hawk Riders are challenging to handle, but their real strength lies in their numbers. So what is the best way to make use of their exceptional mobility? The question gives insight into a commander's true worth. One must be swift but never hasty. Speed can be your greatest asset or your greatest enemy. True. I've read Art of War. The Kingdom of Glenbrook is the oldest of the 3 nations existing today, though there have been changes to the branch families. The blood of the founder still runs strong in the veins of the current King Regna. Oldest of the 3, though there have been changes in the branch families, the blood of the founder, yeah. Okay. Holy State of Hyzante asserts their nation that was founded first according to the goddess's scriptures, and that Glenbrook's long history is a fabrication of later generations. Glenbrook has continued to ignore this claim. So they're saying that, yeah, Glenbrook's long history is a fabrication of later generations. So basically the later generations lied about how far back their bloodline goes. Interesting. Grand Duchy of Aesfrost was founded by the Archduke's family, who shared a common ancestor with the royal family of Glenbrook. They insisted upon their right to succeed the throne up until the Salt Iron War began, and denied their current royal family's rule. When the war began, they acknowledged the family's legitimacy, and the 2 nations formed a secret alliance. It is said that King Regna required the former Archduke, Zygmunt, to officially recognize his rule in order to enter into an alliance. Okay, interesting, interesting. So yeah, you're like kind of an offshoot of the royal family that went and did your own thing, and you wanted to be recognized but couldn't, and you needed to formally recognize Regna to get into the secret alliance for the war so you could beat up on Hyzante. Okay. After the Salt Iron War fought over Hyzante's sole ownership of salt, the Norzelia Consortium was established to oversee the equal distribution of salt and iron to the realm. The 3 nations brought together trade specialists to create this neutral and impartial organization as agreed upon in the Accords. Consortium's success in fair trade contributed greatly to the reconstruction of Norzelia, which has been ravaged by war. Kingdom of Glenbrook, rich in agriculture and fisheries, prospered due to the stable influx of salt from the Consortium. The people were able to produce large quantities of salted meats, dried fish, dairy products, and more. Exports of these goods helped restore national power. Though it was thought to be the dawn of a new age for Norzelia, Hyzante began to strengthen its voice within the Consortium as the reconstruction progressed. In Aesfrost, on the other hand, the situation could not have been worse. Its already small population suffered the greatest number of casualties during the war, and reviving the iron industry was taking longer than anticipated. Yeah. Okay. To make matters worse, salt prices soared within the duchy due to taxes and transportation fees from the distant Hyzante. Though iron exports were meant to balance salt imports, the nation's labor and iron shortage caused it to accrue a large trade deficit. Though the Consortium was meant to adjust that imbalance, it did not take any drastic measures. Rather, it leaned more towards Hyzante and establishing salt as the main axis of trade. Yeah, because Hyzante had more power in the Consortium, as we saw up there. There are some who believe that the Hierophant, unable to accept that the war ended in a draw due to the injuries on all sides, had a hand in this and wished Aesfrost to take responsibility for the war. Though the truth is unknown, it is undeniable that Aesfrost is the only nation at such a major disadvantage. The duchy's dissatisfaction naturally mounted, and a tension much like the one before the Salt Iron War descended upon Norzelia. Concerned King Regna and Simon Wolfort then summoned the other nations to participate in a joint mining adventure at the Grand Norzelian mines. Their aim was not only to ease the tension between the duchy and Holy State, but also offer support for the former's iron industry, and correct the trade imbalance between both nations. So yeah, we're kind of in the middle, I guess, and Aesfrost and Hyzante really do not like each other. It's going to be hard to keep the lore and politics of this game separate from Rise of the Third Power, since they are so similar. The entire realm watches this new venture with hopeful eyes, praying that it will finally create the much-needed balance between salt and iron and restore the original functions of the Norzelia Consortium. If it succeeds, then perhaps our realm will finally know peace, and the tragedies of the Salt Iron War will be a thing of the past. Here's hoping. Norzelia River has two tributaries with... tributaries. I know that word. With unique properties. The western branch, running from the snowy Norzelian mountains, is filled with water year-round. Although the water levels are now under control, the tributary was once quite turbulent and prone to floods. Many areas with swift currents still remain, however, and prone to prove challenging to inexperienced sailors. Only Aesfrost ships, armed with the full knowledge of the river's waters, are able to navigate these currents. Okay, so they're the only ones that can use that river, that part of the river. Interesting. It's probably useful. The other tributary, stemming from the eastern deserts, flows calmly throughout. The gentle sloping of the river also allows for easy upstream passage. Water transport flourishes for most of the year, although low water levels in some seasons make the voyage near impossible for large vessels. The two branches converge into a single mighty river at Glenbrook and flow south. Norzelia Falls, and yeah, we know about that, and that's why Glenbrook is like the trade capital, because both of the bridges from the other two places converge in Glenbrook. Cool. Alright. Neat little bits of lore that we just got from that. I'm sure some people are just ignoring that stuff, but I want to get invested. So, let's talk to you. I need more stuff. Remedies of Sleeping Alley. Okay, yeah, and I can afford the rings now. Oh boy, we got an HP ring last time. I think the better thing to do is just get more weapon abilities and stuff, right? Rather than worry about that stuff. I also need more HP recovery pellets. Let's buy 6. So I can have 8. Okay, and we can upgrade someone's abilities. I really like Anna. Like, I really like Anna. Also, you're just gonna level up so much faster than everybody else because you get 2 actions a turn. Like, that's busted, right? The fact that you can just do that? So yeah, I'm kind of crazy about Anna. Being able to act twice is an incredibly busted power. So, let's see here. Where do we go to look at this stuff? Do we go to a... equipment? How did we get to that stuff? I guess it's just the blacksmith, right? Let's just talk to you and be like, yeah, Anna. Okay, I thought I could look at it somewhere in that menu. Okay, I need stone and iron. Iron. Increases weapon potency by 5. It's probably pretty good. Increases speed. You're probably already speedy. Increases physical defense, max HP, and accuracy. I mean, max HP would be good on you, especially, as I've said, with how hard things are going to be, but weapon damage up is extra effective on you, because you can go twice. So I think I'm going to go for stone and iron. I think I can afford both of those, right? And still have 500 left over. Oh, I already have enough. Oh wait, no, that's your in stock. That's not on hand. Whoops. I didn't know the shop actually had a stock. So, boom. Yep. I have just barely enough. So yes, please upgrade Anna. Anna is quite busted. So, yeah, physical defense or max HP or damage. Damage is just extra effective on you, like I said. So I'm gonna go for that. Alright. Cool. Now we can leave the encampment, now that we've spent 20 minutes just doing some management and stuff. I'm really into this, though. I'm really liking this. Wait, where's my objective? Oh, all the way over here. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna consult the scales. Serenoa decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost or the holy state of Hyzante. Right now, I'm leaning more towards Hyzante, I think? Because... well, that's the thing, though. Now that I've learned more about the lore, I kind of know that Aesfrost kind of got the short end of the stick with the previous war, so it kind of makes me loathe the idea of siding with Hyzante. Also, Aesfrost is like the snowy area, but the problem with siding with Aesfrost here is that I'm going to see the assholes again. And Frederica probably really doesn't want to see them. But they do say keep your friends close and your enemies closer, so if I really hate Aesfrost, then I should probably go with them instead of Hyzante. I don't know, after hearing about the history of the war and everything, it does seem like Aesfrost got the short end of the stick. I'm in no position and having not enough information to legitimately be taking sides yet, but I think I'll go with Aesfrost. I imagine a lot of people went with Hyzante rather than Aesfrost, because Aesfrost has kind of been assholes to us currently, but, you know, I want to become friends with the assholes.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why.
Oh, is this what the tokens are for? The tokens is basically a convoluted way of voting. I give each of you a token and you vote on where you think we should go.
State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
Yep.
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolffort. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be lord of his house.
Yeah, this is kind of a big deal. This is a lot of responsibility, so...
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going too. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolffort will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Hyzante.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? 1 coin, 1 vote.
I was about to say, I'm like, wait, there's 7 coins, there's 8 people, but I guess I don't need a coin to vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
I'm thinking Frederica's probably not going to want to go to Aesfrost. Gila may want to go to Hyzante since she's from Hyzante. I wonder if this will determine what party member I get. It said my convictions would, but maybe the decisions too? Like, I get different party members depending on which path I go. Aesfrost or Hyzante. Would that we had time to visit both. Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. Honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. So wait, am I not voting at all, I wonder? Because if I voted, there's a potential for a tie. Path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As the player, you'll be bound to the decision of the majority. Yeah. Before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their minds. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. The strength of Serenoa's convictions will affect your chances of success. Oh, man. This is cool. I like this. Key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast. So be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I like this. I like this. Alright. This is a neat system. So, yeah. Wait, so who's not voting? So Roland, Huet, and, what was your name? Not Ottoman, that's the other character. Eredor? Eredor want to go to Aesfrost, and Benedict... Okay, no, Frederica actually... Oh, wait, no, yeah, she wants to go to Hyzante, and so does Gila. Oops, I got confused there, but yeah, Frederica's about what I expected. She does not want to go to Aesfrost. And Roland is undecided. Okay, you're the one I was like... Oh, wait, no, Anna. Sorry, not Roland. Roland's up there at the top. You're undecided, so... Interesting. Okay, well, let's speak to Huet first.
Lord Serenoa.
Aesfrost soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all of Norzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I mean to judge them for myself. I have great interest in seeing how Aesfrost soldiers train. I don't need to persuade you.
Lord Serenoa.
Aesfrost or Hyzante, it makes no difference to me. Where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord. I want to visit the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. They say Aesfrost is a nation of iron and ice. What about it appeals to you? Ooh, the bottom option isn't there. Does that mean I missed something? Shit, did I miss something at some point? No! I thought I was pretty proactive. It's Frederica's home and where my future brother-in-law resides as Archduke. It's only natural to want to deepen our relationship. Doubtless they will prove to be vital in ensuring the success of the mining endeavor. Well, it doesn't matter if it's Frederica's home. Frederica does not want to go back. Let's say doubtless they will prove vital in ensuring the success of the mining endeavor. I wish I could get that last one. Damn.
In that case...
True, but isn't Hyzante's contribution equally as important? Yeah, I guess. Not that it particularly matters to me where you go. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Aesfrost. Anna is deep in thought. Okay, cool. And yeah, we don't get to see if they change their mind or not until the end.
Serenoa.
I've always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. How did she spend her youth? I would very much like to see. I would very much like to visit Hyzante, my mother's homeland. Okay, so that's where you want to go. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. Okay, so yeah, you're probably not one I can persuade.
Lord Serenoa, hello.
Until now, Frederica's position has offered her few chances to visit Hyzante. Deepening your relations with the Holy State would doubtless be to your benefit as well. Why not use the opportunity to let Frederica realize a long-held wish in the meantime? Rare opportunity before us, Lady Frederica would be overjoyed if we were to take it. Be like talking to a stone wall. I want to visit Aesfrost, though. I feel like that's the one not a lot of people do, and I don't know, it seems interesting. I'm sorry, Frederica. I'm really sorry. I know you don't want to go back there. You'd rather go to Hyzante.
Listen, lad.
I'd very well say Hyzante hold much appeal to me. Sorsley and Exarm are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Aesfrost will give a warm reception, even if their weathered won't. I like snow. The way I see it, you can't go wrong with a visit to Aesfrost, considering your nuptial circumstances, yeah?
Say.
Doubtless Aesfrost will be a close partner in the days ahead. It would be wise to see how they live, don't you think? Yep, I agree with that. Benedict, are you going to be like
Lord
talking to a stone
Serenoa.
wall? Whoops. I didn't mean to... Shit. Yeah, let me talk to you again.
Lord Serenoa.
Hyzante's Ministry... I accidentally pressed B instead of A, that was my bad. Hyzante's Ministry of Medicine is said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine and magic. I believe we could benefit greatly from seeing the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes. Might have better luck talking to a stone wall. I mean, I can try. What interest have you in the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, my lord? Oop, okay, see, this one we've unlocked. I do think I'll still try and convince them. So, I've heard much of the grandeur of Aesfrost City. A lord should take an interest in how life is lived in other nations. I'd like to visit Frederica's homeland, both to sate my own curiosity and for the sake of our marriage. Their country is built on unfettered trade. Being lord of a mercantile hub, that idea holds great interest for me. Yeah, let's go for this. Ah, yes. Certainly a fascinating aspect of their society, however. I find Hyzante's claims of universal equality to be even more intriguing. Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate your point of view, my lord. There is much I must think over before I reach a final decision.
Certainly not.
Of course, if you have further thoughts on the matter, then I would be all too glad to hear them. Aesfrost's achievements in ironwork are second to none. Have you no interest in seeing such marvels? Truth be told, I find Aesfrost's chilling winds more appealing than the stifling sands of Hyzante. Knowledge is the foundation of power. We could learn much by wandering the archives for a spell. Yeah, so this is the cool stuff I unlocked by talking to people. That's really neat that it can come up in dialogue like this. I feel like these are usually going to be the best options, right? Although this one I definitely agree with. Knowledge is the foundation of power.
Quite true.
Ah, the archives, the seat of the world's knowledge. Yeah, we found out about that. That's where the archives are. We can get a bunch of information. Even the most erudite among us is but a fool before those countless tomes.
I am decided.
You have given me much to consider, my lord. I shall take your perspective into account. Benedict appears indifferent to my plea. Damn it. Benedict, why? I was so good. I even brought up the archives. Alright, well now it's just you two.
Serenoa.
I've always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was born. She spent her youth. I wish to visit the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. You wish to visit Aesfrost? Might I ask why? Holy state of Hyzante. I wish to see more of your homeland. As your betrothed, I feel the curiosity is only natural. Truth be told, I prefer the cold to the stifling heat. Such has ever been the case. People of Hyzante may not be so welcoming as you believe. Yeah. How about we go with this one?
No.
Is it because I am Rosellan? Please, I do not need others to presume upon my feelings. Uh-oh. Okay, I always thought, I thought that the unlocked option would always be the best one. That's not the case. That's too easy. I'm sorry, Frederica. Yes, that was... I wasn't sure what it was talking about, but yeah, I'm guessing it's because you're Rosellan. Damn, that was the wrong option to choose. I'm sorry, Frederica. I am proud of the hair my mother gave me, and do not concern myself with the opinions of others. You seem to have given quite a bit of thought to this question, Serenoa.
And?
If we do travel to Aesfrost, how would you like to spend our visit? I intend to see relation between our two nations deepened, as much for our own marriage as for the future of our mining venture. So hoping you could show me your home. I want to see a society built by the ambitious, a society free from stifling pomp and circumstance. I mean, this is true. This is true. I feel like I would personally go for this one. I feel more into this one than the last thing I said. Yeah.
Surely.
See, Aesfrost is indeed unique in that it is not birth that determines your greatness, but ability. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do think Hyzante's method is better than this method, because I don't particularly think that a lot of being successful with your abilities and skill comes down to luck. There's a lot of prodigies all over the world that are unheard of because they just don't have the clout, the money, or the fame to well, clout and fame kind of the same thing. But they don't have the networking and everything that they need to get themselves out there. So I don't think, I don't know. I feel I'm definitely more into Hyzante's everyone is equal thing. But I'm still interested in seeing this as opposed... This is still more interesting to me than Monarchy. Let's say that. I can see why you would be interested in such a place, Serenoa. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I shall consider them as I come to form my own opinion. Here's indifferent. Yeah, I didn't do a good job at persuading either of you. Gila?
Lord Serenoa, hello.
So now, Frederica's position, yep. Why not use the opportunity? If your heart is truly set on Aesfrost, I would be curious to know your reasons. Okay, I missed one again. Again, I missed one. Or maybe it's the same one. I wish to know more about my betrothed. What better way to do that than visit her home? Although Aesfrost may be cold, I find the chill... Okay, yeah, these are stupid. I'm sure Gila's not going to give a shit about that one. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to appeal to the fact that I want to know more about my wife. I'm glad you have interest in knowing more of your bride-to-be.
Possibly.
As I am certain she is as well.
My mind is made up.
I believe I have more than enough food for thought. Gila's deep in thought. Okay. Wait, so I might have convinced Gila by appealing to that. Okay, so the unlocked option isn't always going to be the right option. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. It may be the option that required more information, which shows that you did information gathering, but it might not be the best one. You still have to appeal to each character's sensibilities, which I actually like. I find it boring if it was just... Oh yeah, always use the unlocked one. Wait, what? Excuse me? Why can I come up here? What? I thought there'd be an item or something, but there's nothing. Wait. Oh, are you what I was supposed to get? I didn't even see these characters hanging out down here. I thought this was my whole area. Maybe you guys would have given me the information I needed. No. King Regna expects great things of you, Lord Serenoa. If there's anything I can do to be of service, simply say the word. To learn more about this holy state of Hyzante, I know they lay claim to the source and thus all of Norzelia's salts. Frederica's home. Glenbrook. Let's learn more about Hyzante. Yeah. But of course, your curiosity is only natural, seeing as your domain shares the border with the holy state itself. Hyzante is a very devout nation that reveres the goddess of salt and her teachings. The citizens are her followers, and they are led by her oracle, the Hierophant, along with the rest of the Saintly Seven. Damn, I already know all of this. I guess I should have asked about Aesfrost, because I didn't get as much information about Aesfrost as I did Hyzante. Hyzante itself is mostly a desert wasteland with the exception of the source. They claim complete ownership over the salt within it, declaring it to be a divine boon from the goddess. Therefore making it Norzelia's most wealthy and powerful nation. I heard that the people there enjoy peaceful and prosperous lives. You heard right, but appearances can sometimes be deceiving. As you may already know, it is probably best not to take a Rosellan like Lady Frederica should you choose to go to Hyzante. Pray forgive me. I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish ramblings have not clouded your judgment. Decision is yours to make, Lord Serenoa, and I'm sure you will choose most wisely. Okay, so maybe it is the right call to go to Aesfrost instead of Hyzante. It seems like we might get, targeted by racists if we go to Hyzante with Frederica. Yeah, okay, so you would have given me the information about Hyzante not liking Rosellans. If I had spoken to you and asked about Hyzante, I should have asked about Aesfrost. Maybe I can ask you. Lord Wolfort, I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities. Being party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Roland is doing what he can for the kingdom in his own way. As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that. Roland may be a prince, but he is also like a brother to me. I swear to do all I can in the service of the crown. I appreciate your concern, Prince Franny, and hope that you and I can be friends as well, just like our fathers before us. Roland's doing what he can for the kingdom in his own way. As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that. Roland may be a prince, but he is also like a brother to me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to appeal to... As his older brother, I'm sure you can see that, because he seems like he actually cares for Roland. He's just hard on him. Thoughts like that are precisely why he's still so immature. I wish the solution were so simple, but neither the king nor kingdom is perfect. Even so, why would he choose a path that leads to his own suffering? It seems I misjudged you, Prince Franey. You worry a lot more for Roland than I had thought. Worry? There's no cure for foolishness, so why would I waste my worries on him? Yeah, you care about your brother. Alright, what do you have to say, Random Guard? Prince Franey and Minister Petriot are waiting to see off our esteemed guests. They said to ask them if you have any questions on the matter. Yep. See, that sucks. I wish I had seen that earlier. Wait, so can I go up this one too? I can. Still nothing up here, though. How unfortunate. Alright, well, let's consult the scales. Yep. Alright, well, the persuasion phase is neat. Voting.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, or the holy state of Hyzante? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I tried to make a lot of reasons up for why I want to visit Aesfrost instead of Hyzante, but also it's the snowy area, so I like snow. All right, Roland. And Benedict.
Forgive me, my lord.
My apologies, but I believe there's too much to be gained from visiting the Ministry of Medicine. That's fine, Benedict. We're all welcome to our own opinions here. I'm not technically right just because I'm the leader. Yeah, I definitely didn't persuade you.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Serenoa, but I fear that if I don't see Hyzante now, I will regret it. Uh-huh. Sheila, did I convince you?
You aren't wrong, but...
Ooh. I apologize, but I must choose Hyzante as much for Frederica as for myself. What if Anna just goes Hyzante?
You have my vote.
Where my lord goes, I follow. Okay, so you okay, cool. So we're going to Aesfrost. We are definitely going to Aesfrost. Cool. I didn't convince anyone though. Did a bad job of that. I thought I had maybe convinced Gila because it didn't say.
Scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Because it didn't say that, that, she was indifferent to my argument, but, maybe I didn't convince her well enough. Yeah, boy. We going to the Iceland. Yep. All because of Anna. Anna was just the swing vote. This feels like it was barely even, like it was basically just a tutorial to show you how it works. But you were basically able to go wherever you wanted because Anna being a swing vote. So yeah, it seems like it was just a tutorial. Because also I was not convincing those three on the bottom, it seems.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Aesfrost.
Serenoa's convictions have been strengthened. Sorry. Frederica, Gila, and Benedict, I apologize.
We have decided. We set sail for Aesfrost.
Will be interesting to see, because I probably won't do a playthrough to see every path, because that would just take forever. So it would be cool to watch an LP and see the other path.
Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Archduke, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
I will remember this.
Archduke Gustadolf will be pleased that you chose to honor our nation with a visit. I'm sure he is eager to get to know his new brother-in-law as well.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like as good a path as the other ones do.
The feeling is mutual, I assure you.
Does this mean she is coming back too? I feel myself getting sick already.
Alright, you gonna stop that shit or you're going off the bridge right now.
That swill they call wine will taste even more vile now, I fear.
God, I can't believe I had to travel with you two assholes, but I specifically wanted to do this because I felt like it would create more tension, which would be interesting. Although there'd probably be a lot of tension in Hyzante too. I feel like Frederica was not going to have a good time either way, based off of the information that we had. All you jealous because she doesn't have to dye her hair. Jeez, it's just naturally pink.
My lady, are you sure you wouldn't prefer to stay at Castle Wolfort?
Nonsense. I am coming with you.
Alright, Lego. Whither the River Flows completed. So that was part 1 though, right? Not save my game. This is probably a good spot to go ahead and end the video off. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Triangle Tactics. Maybe next time we'll actually get into another battle, but it seems like a lot of this game is the talking and the setting up the setting and the lore and everything. So I imagine probably once we get out of these earlier chapters where they're setting up everything, the combats will be a bit more common. But while we're setting up the world and everything, it definitely seems to be slower, which I don't mind, and hopefully other people don't, because I'm having a really fun time with this, and I like how much it dives into the world and everything. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.